Okay, welcome to another flow. My name's Nicol. I'm not sure how long this flow is going to be, but you'll see from the time. This is just another flow on YouTube, and it gives me great pleasure to be able to bring you this flow this morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're practicing. As you can see, I got no aids, props with me, so just have your mat, get ready to sweat, and we're going to start in child's pose. So if you want to make your way there, bring your knees wide to the edges of the mat, tops of the feet down, big toes together, and as you spread your arms forward, we're going to allow the body to sink down in between the thighs. Allow your forehead to rest, and let's make it a little bit more restorative by allowing the forearms to rest down on the floor as well. I'm just going to spend just a few moments trying to get the hips to come lower and rest further down towards the heels. See if you can make them a little bit more heavier, allowing them to reach closer and closer. Feeling the connection of the earth underneath you through the mat, trying to connect through this physical modality we call yoga, blending the mind, the body, and the soul. Let's take one more breath in this position, deeply through the nose, breath in. And maybe sighing it out the mouth as you open and breathe out. And then coming up onto the finger pads, lifting the forearms off the floor, maybe even the forehead. And just finding a little bit more depth as you push and use your fingers and shoulders to push the chest a little bit lower. Start to walk the hands off the mat to the right hand side and maybe interlace the left on top of the right. Make sure that you just don't allow that left shoulder to rise. And moving through center to the other side, coming onto the left, maybe allowing the right on top of left. Making sure the right shoulder doesn't rise. And slowly coming up, we're going to move to a tabletop, having the hands underneath the shoulders. Spread through the fingers so that you've got a nice flat platform. Say hi to Malu, our resident puppy. Malu is a half Kelpie, half Catahoula, and she's just over a year old, so she might be making a little bit of appearances here and there. Make sure that the toes are tucked, push through the hands, and can you hover the knees just off the floor? And then start to create circles with the shoulders. So the knees come obviously with us, but we're moving the shoulders around the wrists as we hover the knees. Change direction, go the other way. And it's just a little bit of activation through the arms and the wrists. Let's bring the knees back down onto the floor. Turn the left hand so the fingers are pointing back towards the knees, and then take an inhale as you gaze up. And an exhale as you tuck everything in. One more like that, breath in. And breath out. And then as you come back to neutral, bring weight into the right hand, lift the left off the floor and give it a bit of a shake. Twirl the wrist in one direction and in the other. And then place it down onto the mat, moving onto the other side. Let's turn the right hand around. Fingers are pointing back towards the knees. Inhale as you gaze up. And an exhale as you tuck it in. One more, breath in. And exhale, tuck it in. And then as you shift the weight to the left, let's shake the right wrist. Twirl it one way and the other. And place it down onto the mat. And then maybe walking the hands a little bit more forward so you got space on your mat as we lift the knees off the floor, coming into a plank. And start to dip the knees one at a time to just maybe touch the mat. Keep the hips nice and low, so don't allow them to rise. We're still maintaining that long body from the crown of the head through the hips to the heels. And just a few more. And slowly releasing the knees back down to the floor, walking the hands back so you create that square shape. taking your left hand, cupping it around the left ear. Let's create circles with that left elbow. Just moving in one direction around, and in the other. And then use an inhale to lift the arm to the ceiling, and an exhale to thread it through, bring the left shoulder down. You can move the right hand a little bit further up, but what I suggest is to keep it where it is and move the hips back towards the heels. And this might mean that the arm goes against the knees. That's fine. It's just a little bit more comfort through the neck and the left ear. Come back, take an inhale as you lift the hand to the ceiling, and bring it down onto the floor, moving to the other side, right ear, right hand, lift the elbow, and then start to create circles around. So you're maintaining this tabletop position, change direction, go the other way, see if you can make these circles as big as possible. Really want to work through that shoulder. Inhale as you lift the arm to the ceiling, and an exhale as you thread it under. And again, I'm going to choose to move the hips back, making it a little bit more comfortable for myself. You can choose while you're here to then go ahead and stretch that left arm forward, staying, and then gently bringing it back to where it was. Inhale as you take the right arm up, and bring it back down onto the mat. Then coming back to that plank pose, where we're dipping the knees, and just dip them once on each side. And then bring the right knee down, turn or kickstand that right leg so that your right hand, right knee, and left big toe is in line. Stay on the left big toe and take the left hand up to the ceiling. And while you're here, can you make sure that the hips are pushing forward as if you're going to fall over like I just did, pushing against the wall. Hold. Start to make that left foot a little bit lighter, maybe even hovering off the ground, and then come onto the pads of the right hand. And I choose to stay here, or maybe test the balance, shifting weight, maybe going on one finger, maybe taking the whole hand off the floor, bring it back down, and then take that left foot and swing it all the way to the top of the mat, unkickstand the right foot, keep the left hand reaching up towards the ceiling, and then take it behind you, grabbing your right glute. Inhale as you reverse, taking the right arm up to the ceiling. And as you exhale, windmill that right arm back down. Take an inhale as you tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, really reach that left hand. Shift weight to the right and take a step back with the left foot to your side plank, lifting the hips. Hold here for 2. For 1, releasing the left hand down to the floor, take an inhale in your plank, and then drop your knees, chin and chest down to the floor as you exhale. Make sure that you're keeping the elbows tucked all the way in. Tops of the feet down. Let's scoop ourselves forward, baby cobra, peeling the chest off the floor. And as you exhale, release. Tuck through the toes, inhale, come to the knees, tabletop, making yourself once more comfortable. And we're going to shift it up to the other side. So straighten up into your plank to start off with. 1 dip of each knee. Excuse my back as I dip the left knee down, kickstand that foot, and stretch out that right leg to the back. Taking my right hand up to the ceiling, we're pushing the waist up against the wall. Making that right foot a little bit lighter, maybe coming off the floor. Pads of the left hand, maybe finding that balance. Maybe it's just one finger today. Maybe the whole hand is off the floor. Play with it. It'll be a little bit playful. And then taking that right foot and swinging it all the way around and kickstanding the left, staying in that twist. Take your right hand behind the left glute, open up with the breath in. And as you exhale, bring the left hand back down, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and take the right hand up to the ceiling in your open twist. And lean over to the left hand side, step the right foot back, plank, breath in, or side plank, breath in. And bring your right hand down, breathe out. Take a breath in here. This time, just drop your knees, bend through the elbows, and bring your chin down to the floor as you exhale. Straighten through the arms, inhale, tabletop, and plank with the exhale. Start to bend through the knees once again, but this time we're going to slowly but surely work our way all the way up to a downward dog. And once you're in your downward dog, we all have our little routine here. Maybe yours is just to stay and pedal the feet. You might find staying in stillness works better for you, or you may find that trying to draw the chin or chest closer in towards the thighs works for you. Maybe lengthening through the legs. Whatever you're doing, just spend another 2 breaths there. Another one. We're going to shift weight, take the right foot up to the ceiling. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, can you bring your foot all the way through, place it top of the mat between the hands. We're going to find crescent lunge, pushing through the right foot, taking both hands to the ceiling. And cactus the arms as you bend, exhale. Lean forward, reach forward with your breath in. Cactus as you exhale, moving the chest back. Twice more like that. Breath in as you lean forward, reach. And exhale, cactus. Last one. Inhale, reach. And cactus as you exhale. Take the arms to the ceiling, crescent lunge, and bring them all the way down, framing that right foot as you exhale. Listen carefully. We're going to sweep that right foot back, but hold a one-legged plank with the breath in. Drop down halfway, breath out. Drop the feet, upward dog, breath in, and downward dog as you exhale. Stay for the breath. And then taking the left foot up to the ceiling with your breath in. Step forward as you exhale. Crescent lunge, breath in, push through that left foot. And cactus as you exhale. Just like we did the other side, lean forward, breath in, reach. And as you exhale, lean back, cactus. Inhale, reach forward. And as you exhale, back. Last time, inhale forward. And last time back. Crescent, reach up. And bring the hands down as you exhale. Sweep that left foot back, one-legged plank, breath in. And come halfway down with the breath out. Drop the foot, upward dog as you open through the chest. Child's pose as you exhale, knees wide, pushing the hips back. Keep it active if you can, bringing yourself up to the pads of the fingers and using the fingers to really push down towards the mat with the chest, stretching through the shoulders. Option to bring the elbows down to the floor, palms meet, and draw them back in prayer behind the head. There's a nice shoulder stretch as well. So wherever you're going, let's pause here for 3, 2, for 1. Release the hands down to the floor. Slowly make your way, tucking the toes, lifting the hips and knees, and downward dog. Let's lifting the right leg back up to the ceiling with the breath in. Step it forward, breath out between the hands. Drop your left heel down and windmill the arms open to warrior 2. We're going to reach forward, flip the palm, reverse, keeping that bend in the right knee. And side angle as you exhale, bring the right elbow to right knee, taking the left hand to the ceiling. We're not staying. Left hand sweeps down. As we sweep that right arm up, can you straighten through the right leg? And leaning forward and then down, triangle pose, Trikonasana, taking the left arm up. We're going to pause here just for 2. This is where a block would have come handy. However, the shin is always there. You can use that as support. Stay for 1. Let's reverse once again, lifting the right foot, this time with the right toes. And then as you exhale, bend through the right knee, windmill the arms down, lift the back heel. Step that right foot back to the one-legged plank with the breath in. Come down halfway, breath out. Breath in, push back to plank, one-legged, and come down again, halfway. Flip the feet as you drop the foot down. Downward dog as you exhale. Moving straight to the other side. Let's lift the left foot to the ceiling. And stepping it forward as you exhale. Drop the right heel, windmill the arms open, warrior 2. Make sure that left knee is over the left ankle as you reach forward, flip the palm, reverse. And side angle as you exhale, left elbow to left knee. Reach that right arm up. Reverse, straightening through the left leg. Triangle pose as you reach forward and then down, taking the left arm, right arm to the ceiling. Hold here for 2. Hold for 1. We're going to reverse once again, lifting the toes off the floor. And as you exhale, windmill the hands down, frame that left foot. Sweeping the left foot back to one plank and halfway down. Push back up, breath in. Come back down. Flip the feet as you drop the foot. And child's pose as you exhale. Remembering to keep it more active as we find our child's pose. So pads of the fingers. This will allow the hips to go further down towards the heels. Pause here. And if you're at home and you're practicing and you're getting a little bit hot like I am, option to always grab some water here or a towel down. Hold just for another 2 breaths. Hold for 1. And as we slowly make our way back up, let's find our downward dog once again. Bring either left foot to left edge of the mat, right foot to right edge of the mat. So where our feet are on the edges of the mat, we're in a wide-legged downward dog. And then can you bring a little bit of spring to the legs? We're going to hop our both feet along the edges of the mat all the way to the top of the mat. Come back to center once at the top. Find a halfway lift breath in. And an exhale as you release. Toe heel the feet out to about hip width and grab your elbows. Finding ragdoll, can you make yourself super heavy, allowing the chest to come against the thighs, head feeling like it's a bowling ball, so it's nice and heavy, and either staying in stillness or swaying left to right, and eventually releasing, finding your forward fold. Halfway lift in, and breath out, release. And then grab your right shin, interlacing the hands around the shin. We're going to stand up, balancing on the left leg, drawing the right knee into the chest all the way. And then see if you can lean yourself back. Lean back, lean back, lean back. Keep the arms straight, maybe even flex through the right toes. Hold here. And then release the knee, trying to keep it as high as you can. Let's take the hands to the ceiling. Straighten through the body, and then lengthen through that right leg. Point through the toes. Can you spell your first name? Making sure that we're using a capital letter. And then draw that knee back into the chest. I'll give you another couple of breaths. You're very lucky if you've got something like Ali or Zoe. And I'm assuming you're done now. Let's take the palms to meet, lean forward and kick that right leg all the way back into Dikasana, flight. Make sure that right hip doesn't flare. Hold for 2. For 1, can you make yourself super small? We're going to bend through the left knee, bend through the right knee, and then just curl yourself in so you're super, super small. Straighten up, breath in, straighten both legs. And exhale, come back to that small shape. One more time, breath in, straighten. And as you exhale, drop the foot down, forward fold at the top of your mat. Find a halfway lift breath in, and an exhale, release. Toe heel the feet out to the edges, toes are out, heels in, and then sit down into your yogic squat. The palms are together, draw them into the heart center, and pause. Now, option here to sit on a block, make it a little bit more comfortable for yourself. Otherwise, bring the hands down and coming to a crow with me. Dropping the knees behind the elbows, maybe 1 foot, maybe 2. Can you bend chaturanga the arms, maybe lifting the feet. Try and kick the heels into the bum. Hold here for 2. 1. If you have a jump back, jumping back, otherwise walking the feet back. Flowing through a vinyasa. Eventually finding downward dog. Pause for 2. Pause for 1. And then taking your left foot, cross it over your right to the right edge of the mat, and then keep crisscrossing the feet along the edges of the mat so that you eventually reach the top of the mat. drawing them into center. Halfway lift in, and breath out, release. Interlacing the hands around the left shin. See if you can make it the alternate grip. So we always have a grip that we find more comfortable. Take it the other way, and then take that knee with you as you slowly stand up. Seeing if we can keep the arms straight as we lean back, back, back. Flex through the toes, hold. And then releasing the knee. Just try and keep it there. Take the arms to the ceiling, straighten through the body. Straighten the leg, point the toes. And just to make it equal, let's spell that first name again. And if you have a 3-letter name, I'll get you to spell mindfulness. Mindfulness, that's a nice one. And make sure you're using a capital letter for M. Bend through the knee once you're done. Palms come into the heart center, and we're going to lean forward and kick that leg out, Dekasta. Hold here just to find balance and to make sure that that left hip doesn't rise. And then slowly bending both legs. Let's create that really small shape. Straighten out, breath in, straighten both legs. And come small into that shape again. One more time, straighten out. And as you exhale, forward fold, top of the mat. Halfway lift in. And an exhale as you release. Now make sure the feet are about hip width apart. And then take your right hand with the palm facing up. Draw it underneath the right foot. And do the same with the left foot. Padagustasana, so that the hands are underneath the feet. And see if you can bring weight to the toes. Maybe wriggle them around to massage the feet, or the hands. And maybe choosing to pull the chest closer in towards the thighs, allowing the elbows to come in towards the shins. Relax the head, make it heavy. Don't feel like you need to hold it up. Hold here for 3, for 2, and 1. Release the hands, find a halfway lift in, and your flow, hop, skipping, or jumping to eventually find downward dog. And once you have, bend through the knees, bend through the elbows, and we're going to hop to the top of our mat, but then sit in a cross-legged seat. So cross your legs as you do, maybe finding a float, coming to a seat at the top of your mat. Nice. Bring your right hand or arm across the body. Use your left to draw it in towards you. And then see if you can draw that shoulder down a little bit more. Relax it. Take the right hand to left shin or knee. And then take the left hand behind you. Let's find a twist looking over behind us. Keep the spine nice and straight. And inhale, take the left hand up to the ceiling. And find a bend over to the right hand side. Release both hands down to the floor. Start to walk them forward, all the way as far forward as you can. And then slowly drawing them back in towards you. We're going to move straight to the other side. So taking your left arm across the body. Draw it in with the right hand or right arm. Hold. And draw the left hand down to the right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Find your twist looking over your shoulder. And then inhale to take that right arm up to the ceiling. Find a bend to the left hand side. Hopefully your heart is fluttering in happiness as we're slowly coming to the end of the practice. Bring both hands down, but we're going to lift the feet off the floor, change the cross of the legs, and then bring yourself down into that forward fold. Slowly walking the hands back in towards you. I'm not going to offer a Shavasana for this practice. It's a nice, short and sweet practice. Hopefully you got something out of it. But we're going to close, bringing the hands in prayer, drawing them into the heart. Invitation to shut down the eyes as the hands draw into the sternum. Sitting nice and straight, relax shoulders. Let's take a breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it out. Slight bow of the head. Draw the palms towards, or the thumbs towards the forehead. As we say in yoga, in greeting and parting, Namaste. Slowly releasing the hands to the knees, blinking open the eyes. I hope you enjoy the practice and will find me online once again. I'm going to try to bring these flows a little bit more regularly than I have been. More so to practice my video editing skills with 1, 2, 3, 4 cameras, but also to just tabulate or record the flow that I have for the particular day that I'm teaching. See you on the mat. Ciao.